Guten Morgen.
Morgen.
Tag 7.
Freitag.
Wir sind umgezogen. Wir sind jetzt in Lenox Hill, also das heißt 62. Ecke. Dritte, ne?
Ja, hier vorne kommt sie von der Brücke runter.
Also in der Nähe von der Queensboro Bridge.
Ja.
Und
wo auch die Seilbahn ist.
genau, da waren wir gestern schon, Roosevelt Island, haben uns abends nochmal die Skyline angeguckt. Jetzt geht's nach Bushwick in Brooklyn zu einer Street Art Tour.
Bin mal gespannt.
Ja, ich auch. Bin mal gespannt, was da los ist. Auf
Genau.
geht's. Also kalt ist es nicht. Oh, ich bin schon wieder warm angezogen, muss man dazu sagen. Fängt ja schon gut an. Geiles Viertel.
So, jetzt müssen wir.
Ich suche. Mach keine Sorgen. Wir gehen zur Ecke?
An der Ecke. Oder?
Nee.
Nee?
Nee.
Mal gucken, wie es wird. Wir schalten uns später nochmal ein.
Ich dachte, sie kommentiert weiter. Also wir sind jetzt hier.
Ja, dann wird es zu lang für meine.
Ja, verstehe. Also wir sind jetzt hier in Wyckoff Avenue gelandet, in Bushwick, liegt in Brooklyn, und suchen dann den Treffpunkt. Und hier ist schon alles voll Graffiti. Und hier geht es heute darum, die Graffiti-Tour zu machen. Guck mal hier, Big abgefahren. Guck mal, jetzt erst bei der Arbeit.
Ja, cool.
Ist ja geil. Almost finished? It's beautiful. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's Sean Price. He was a local rapper, and he passed away about 10 years ago.
And one question to they offer is a private wall, or how does it work?
This is for the Bushwick Collective.
Yeah, I know. It's I've been 2 years before. There's like a backyard, like a yard, and okay.
Yeah, it's not this square, but the next square.
Yeah, we've been there
Tomorrow.
2 years ago.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, they got Wu-Tang, rapping, all kinds of people there.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. At
Yeah.
what time it starts?
Oh. Hey, Dad. What time does the gig start tomorrow? Huh? Yeah, the party? 11 or 12? Okay. Probably around 11 or 12.
Good idea.
Okay. Now we make.
And then what's the graffiti shop called again? Sorry. Lowbrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And then there's that's Depps. Depps 1, but there's so look up the graffiti shop Lowbrow.
Okay.
And then tomorrow night there's an art show and there'll be a lot of artists.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
Thank you
nice
so
to meet
much.
buddy.
Thank you so much.
Like your clothes. It's cool.
Thank you. I have 4 galleries in Spain,
Oh, cool. That's
and
awesome.
I'm artist as well, but I don't make graffitis.
Yeah.
And also we have other artists as well, and yeah, we have 4 galleries in the hotspots of Mallorca,
Oh, wow.
and are always looking for some special,
Yeah.
and therefore we are here.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. so,
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then I'm also a signed Disney artist, so I have paintings in the Disney park galleries all over the world.
You have. I will look for this, and then I give you my business card. Okay. Hast du eine
Ja.
Karte von uns bei?
Your outfits are awesome. You look like artists.
Bushwick all day, Jefferson, right?
Natürlich, Lauri, du hast vollkommen recht. Das war die Pizza. Da haben wir gegessen, natürlich. Natürlich, genau. Na ja, absolutely. Und hier haben sie das Tor aufgemacht. Guck mal da.
Richtig.
Da ist es nachher.
Jetzt noch einmal helfen, die Sonnenbrille rauszunehmen. Manchmal nicht so einfach. Manchmal fehlt eine Hand.
Das ist unser Tourguide.
Nice. Okay. So, as a tour guide, I am aware that most tour guides are like to be a little bit more immersive with me. So I would say, let's get into how we do graffiti, right? I'm going to show you how we do it, right? Don't worry. I take care of it, don't worry. Don't worry. You don't have to do anything. I see you're in babysitter mode. Right. But anyway, everybody come here. You're gonna be at home pretending you're asleep. All right. That's your job, right? Exactly. Except you, buddy. I'm looking at. Yeah, you're gonna help me look out for cops. Unless you want to help me look out for cops. Yeah. Okay. Then you come. All right. You're going. Are we good? Hermano. Cap, let's go! He's a good guy. Everything you want in a lookout. Agreeable and willing to take the hit, right. So was that fast or was that slow? Well, it wasn't fast enough. Yes, right. We're listening. Yeah? Materials, boom. Method, and message. They have one thing in common. They match your jacket, actually. Yeah, boom. Okay. Yeah, they're all M. So hopefully a little easier to remember. Now, given that in mind, let's take a look at this. We might have to say hi New York style just a bit, but it's actually better to see this piece from where you're standing approximately. So, would we say this is graffiti, street art, or if you don't know, that's okay. It's graffiti. Graffiti. You're already trying to read it, yeah. Sounds like, okay. Suggesting it might be graffiti.
Creo que hay un solo que no.
Sorry, we are stoned. Ist ja geil. Das ist ein sehr, sehr geiles Ding.
Is it the style? Is it the message? Is it
The message.
message?
Yeah, the
Of
message.
course. Right. However, depending who you are, you might have looked somewhere else.
Te voy a contar un acto, me cuento.
Has anyone ever traveled?
Also, der ist aus Venezuela, hat seine Bar aufgemacht, ist aber Künstler. Also hat er, da da drin kein Platz ist, hat er diese Wand kreiert. Das ist ja mal ein Hammer.
So this right here is Sergio. Sergio is, well, he's a very talented artist in addition to being a shrewd bar owner. And he painted this one last year. Please don't stand in the street. Sorry, I gotta enforce that. No, you're okay. In the corner is okay, but in the middle, that's what my concern is. Just because, whatever, it's crazy. They're crazy. I hear these people, but he still feels like an alien sometimes. He's got this right here. Dadian La Bestia Juarez in Times Square. Has anyone heard of the Dadian Gap? Have you guys heard of the Dadian Gap? Dadian Gap. It's in Panama, Colombia. This is a portion of jungle, no road or village, and you have to immigrate through this for weeks. It's very dangerous, right? Immigrants and refugees coming from this part of the world, right? They have to go through it, and they could lose their lives. But if they make it through this journey, they can get
Color at the top. Over here, without anything inside, I was done with the wall. I was done with with the mural, and I was ready to keep doing other walls and all these things. However, a month later, when I finished the wall, somebody decided to put a huge tag on the wall. It was the 16th of October, 11 p.m. approximately. I know exactly, simply because that was the day of my birthday. Okay. So this was my birthday. At that moment, I wasn't feeling so cool about it, but by now I can just say that it has been the most wonderful birthday gift. And I will continue to tell you the story until understand why. So when I saw that, the only thing that I had to do was to, to adjust, to accept it, and to see what I can do. Of course, I could erase it and redo it fully again. But as I mentioned before, they represent experience. So I decided to just redo the bubbles and leave the colors and different elements of that tag on the wall. Now, this kind of situation through the years happened many times. And then every time that this was happening, I will see it will be a different color or sometimes the same. But I will redo it and I will see how the character was changing by itself. And that was that's an interesting thing.
I want to ask this to everybody, but I especially ask this. Yeah, you get a nice little chill. But have you ever tried really hard?
Siehst du die da hängen?
Witzig. Na was?
that's in New York, Puerto Rican. She was also a resident of this building for 50 years. And most importantly, she was a mother. She passed away 2 years ago. So her son invited his friend to paint this in her honor. He invited
Das ist ja richtig warm, Hane.
Warm, ne?
Warm. Urban ate the Troutman.
Where gentrifiers gather to purchase overpriced.
I don't know why, but every time I ask this question, most people are like, I've never heard about it. We want to know, like, how do they do it? It's not magic. There's a process. And don't you want to know about the process?
Yes.
So let's talk about the process. Yeah? Actually, let's talk about you. The royal you, everybody. Does anybody like to make art? You play the piano. Good. Thank you for offering an art that's not painting. I am broad in my definition of art. It's not just about painting. It's also about music. Who else plays music? Who else likes to write, sing, dance?
Yes.
Dance.
Yeah, voila. Yeah,
Dance.
dance. You like to dance? What kind of dancing do you do?
Hip hop, soul.
Maybe a little tango. Maybe a little tango.
Yes,
Maybe a little
salsa.
You're pulling for the tango. All right, cool. Okay, so all right, so you dance. You're a painter. You play music. You do photography. Does anybody here? Anything? Sport.
You know,
What about like I don't know.
Ice skating. It's like,
Ice
like
skating.
art
Do
and
you like to
sport.
build things? Do you like to cook?
cook, barbecue.
Barbecue. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Why not? Yeah, yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Pause, Terry.
Yeah, absolutely. Does anybody like, for you who have not raised your hands yet, do you like Microsoft Excel or something? Apple movie? Okay, I'm just saying, some of us have Microsoft Excel spreadsheets that look like Broadway Boogie Woogie by Pierre Mondrian. All right. So anyway, and you saw that at MoMA the other day, I'm sure. So anyway, all I'm just trying to say is that art is broad, right? You particularly don't have a favorite material. You use a lot of stuff, right?
Yes.
But maybe, do you have a favorite material that you might use in your work? Do you have a favorite brush for the barbecue?
Yeah, different barbecues, 4 or 5 different barbecues.
Okay, there you go. All right, cool. He's also very broad in this way. Right. I want us to think about our materials, whether that's a piano key, whether that's a lens on your camera, whether that is metal that you paint on, because you might see this and think, I could never do it. But there is a very small gap between this and cooking. You just don't realize it, maybe, right? So, anyway, let us begin by looking at this. This is the primary tool of this work of art by Mike Macatron, who's pretty close from where you are. He's from Oz, not New Zealand.
Australia.
Oz, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Right, and he uses this right there to talk a little bit about the spray can once again. Has anyone ever used this before?
Yes.
I guess you have. Do you like spray paint?
It's not so easy. No, it's not so easy because you have to put always a mask.
Yeah,
For
I
example,
hate it.
I hate exactly.
I
I
see,
hate
now
it.
we can agree. Okay.
But it's a good brand. Gold. It's a good
This
brand.
is a good brand. Which is why they lock it behind a cage in New York City. Because people steal it otherwise, right? So, a lot of street artists use spray paint. Now, we may not like it, but street artists like this for a few reasons. First of all, you can change the cap, which you might already know.
Small one.
Small, fat cap,
Exactly.
thin cap.
Like for lines, for like.
So, can you imagine doing the same thing with a brush?
No.
This. Exactly. So that's one thing about it. Spray paint will stick to concrete, metal, wood, brick, anything very evenly, and it dries quickly. So if you make a mistake, you can adjust, right? But also, this comes in useful because once this artist layered in some spray, he takes a brush and he blends with this, right? This is a very common practice. You will see a lot of artists doing this, right? Not all of them, but some of them, right? You might also notice too that Mike Macatron used some stencil work here for the Black Lives Matter fist, as well as the ventilator on the astronaut's chest. By the way, what I love about this is that this is a good example of a work of art where there's one favorite tool, but also extra tools. So, you know, it's like you might have one primary thing you're using, but he knows to adjust to meet the demand of the particular work, right? So anyway, any questions? Done.
So right.
It's nice, yeah? Do you know how long it took
How
him?
many hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one that normally lasts 2 days. Do you know how I know? Because like, no.
Elaborated.
Do I sound like I'm from Australia? Right, no. I knew that because I was here on Wednesday. There was nothing, there was a different work here. I came back on a Friday and it was
Wow.
here.
Wow.
So you don't need Microsoft Excel to count, that's 2 days, right? So maybe you do, but you know. Anyway, so that's what happened.
Wir verlieren gerade unsere Gruppe. Oh, guck mal hier.
And Russia and Brazil. They come from all over the world to come right here to see the beautiful art. The artists are also from all over the world. And anytime an artist is invited here, the Bushwick Collective organizes to give them a wall. The artist does not have to negotiate. The artist comes and paints. The Bushwick Collective is kind of like an agent or a manager. They know all the building owners in the neighborhood, and the building owners give them permission, right? So whenever you see this, it means the artist has given a credit to the Bushwick Collective, right? The artist, in exchange, does the mural for free. They do not get paid for this, right? But the artist will be given paint supplies, so they don't have to pay for the supplies. And the artist likely is already an accomplished artist getting paid to do other work around the world. So that's just to explain a little bit.
Ja, cool. Mir san mir.
Come on in.
Okay.
Come on in. This is like out of an OK Go video, if you remember that. Many Italian New Yorkers come from that region. And when his family moved here, his uncle, a few years after immigration, opened a factory that makes this.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen this before?
Yeah, every day.
And you
Every day.
wonder, this is
But
this is
it's
not
painted. This is metal.
This is metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's metal.
you would want to paint on it, wouldn't you? Right? But anyway,
Those yellow.
this you don't see. The reason this one is painted yellow so you don't park here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't see this in Europe. This is a very American thing, and not even all parts of
Exactly.
America.
Exactly. I see it in New York City, in Manhattan. And I say, hey, all it's in metal. It's,
Exactly.
normally
Yeah.
it's in concrete in Germany.
It's an American solution to this. All right, so American solutions, small problem, big solution. That's America, right? Exactly. Anyway, it's good money. The family business has been working now for over 50 years, so it's a great.
Der Künstler bei der Arbeit. Fantastisch.
Dead. No, I'm kidding. Seriously, I told you it was not a happy story today. I think you know about old Italian ladies. Once they start talking, they don't stop. Well, she stops speaking English.
Vorrei presentarvi mio marito. Lui è di sopra. Vengo con me. Vieni qua.
Geil.
Lui è di sopra, come ti ho detto, vengo con me.
But he's already changing.
No.
He does?
You want to see that kind of Brooklyn?
Factory that makes this.
Oh.
Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
So this is Joe's uncle,
Ah.
the man who started everything. He passed away almost 20 years ago, but this is a memory in his honor. And although every work of art here gets replaced once a year, for the most part, this will be here forever. Cuz, what's the name of the building that he's on? I wonder what they did here. Yes. 65. Her cousin was the priest in their small village. It's near, it's in the province of Trapani. It's called Castelmar del Golfo.
Sì, sì, Trapani.
And he passed away in 2006. She used to show us the card from his funeral. And why I want to show you this again, I don't know you guys. I don't know if you guys have Vespas in your garage at home, but you all have memories from your family history.
Yes.
And that's why we did the tour today. That's why. And if you ever meet this lady, I recommend you become her friend, because guess who owns all the buildings now?
Quello è mio, anche quello è mio. Tutti sono i miei. Tutti sono i miei, tutti.
Todo.
Tutti.
Todos están la mía. Anyway, so that is why we're here.
Nee, das ist ein anderes. Nee. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie die heißen, aber die finde ich so gruselig. Also an sich ist es Fred Feuerstein und Barney Geröllheimer, aber irre. Ich finde, guck mal, da drüben auch der Hund.
Ja, der malt nur Hunde. Der Typ. Der Patrick.
Jackie! Nice outfit, bro.
Thank you so much. Beautiful colors. I love colors. Wow.
Where you from?
Germany. Berlin. Tomorrow it will be finished?
Yeah, tonight we finish.
Yeah, we will come tomorrow to
The party.
the party. Yeah. Must be incredible. 2 years ago it was.
It's gonna be raining, I guess, but
Doesn't matter.
nobody care. Yeah.
Nobody care, exactly. See you tomorrow. Have a nice one. Das ist hier nun extrem.
We learned 3 words you use to understand the difference between street art and graffiti. Do you remember them? They match your shirt. So,
Message.
message is one,
Yeah.
materials,
And message.
and methods. Oh, this is your party favor. You could use this ticket home with you, use it anywhere you want to learn a little bit more about the world around you. We also talked about themes of change. Paul. We also he hides his stuff in plain sight. This one's been here for 6 years, and there are people who live here who've probably never seen it before. You got it in the first 2 hours. Don't you feel? Dan Witz teaches me the biggest lesson of all. Pay attention to what's around you, the details, right?
Wow.
So,
Who painted?
Dan Witz is his name.
Dan Witz.
Yes, and all of his work is, most of it is oil paintings. It looks like a Caravaggio, very deep shadows, one bright light, and he paints like nightclub scenes. Cool. Anyway, let me show you the details of this neighborhood over the last few years. I wanted to end by showing
Hast du
you
vollkommen recht. Ist keine schöne Gegend.
Ein schöner Raum.
Nein.
Aber klar, die Street Art macht die Häuser lebendig.
Genau, das macht. You take a break.
They were going on their Magic Mystery Tour, and I'm like, I'm about walking miles. I can't do that. Yeah. Well, he never even made it back last
Das ist
night.
so toll, ne? Gemacht.
He never made it to bed last night. I don't know
Beautiful.
Because he never made it back to the spot.
Waiting for see it tomorrow if it's finished.
Oh, well, he's a great
I'll be
adult.
painting tomorrow, unfortunately, a little bit,
Okay.
but I'll be able to finish tomorrow. Really, I think.
I hope the weather will be fine, ne?
Yeah, I know. I hope so.
Okay, finger crossed. Beautiful.
All boys school. So I had 2 groups of
Ja.
12 boys, 9 to 12.
Ganz geil.
Schwarz-Weiß abgenommen,
They
ne?
were good kids.
So eine Maske
Ja,
und
ja,
dann
ja,
das
ja.
Gesicht in Farbe.
Ja, als wenn sie so einen Ballon auf dem Kopf hat, weißt du, so irgendwie ganz komisch. Ja, irre.
And that's really
Irre.
hard. So that's, you know.
Und der Teufel ist in ihr aber auch so ein bisschen, ne? Das ist die zwei
Mystisch, ja, 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 ja. Die zwei Gesichter, ne?
Fantasie, ne?
Die Ideen, ja.
They're interested. And other times they're like, look at you.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you for following me. I followed you. guys back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also wir haben gerade festgestellt, dass es eine super coole Atmosphäre war, oder ist hier. Das, übrigens da, die Liberty, splitternackt. Nee, das ist auch witzige Leute auf der Straße, die ganzen Sprayer, die Street Art Künstler, super sympathisch. Kommst mit jedem ins Gespräch. Im Gegenteil, die mögen es, wenn du sie ansprichst. Und ja, also ich bin echt gespannt, was hier morgen abgeht. Hoffentlich haben wir Glück mit dem Wetter. Morgen, also wenn das Wetter mitspielt, muss ja so eine geile Atmosphäre hier herrschen, wenn die ganzen Künstler, Musiker, Streetfood. Oh, ihr habt zu tun.